Welcome back, everyone. We're going to begin today by memorializing Caleb Pierce. So his epitaph reads, "Caleb was among the first team that encountered a sectopod. He bravely laid down covering fire to aid his fellow soldiers and paid the ultimate price when the sectopod's weapons were just too much to contain. Rest in peace, Demo." He was on 19 missions. He got 36 kills. He was on the Avenger for 227 days. And he received 17 attacks that he survived, which put him in the hospital for almost 90 days. He's just an incredible guy. We're going to add him to the character pool so that we'll see him in future campaigns and future missions. Rest in peace, Caleb Pierce. Just absolutely a stellar character. Was one of the first that we saw, but we have to continue on with the mission. So let's get to the strategic layer. And I've done a lot of maintenance in the background, but I'm not going to talk about that unless someone wants to discuss it. We have a supply raid here on the map, and it's a pretty nasty one. There's pretty much every enemy that the enemy has available to us at this force level is going to be facing us, from sectopods to Andromedon. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so this is going to be our crew. I'm going to remove and add, oh man, we got to go deep into the roster to get another Grenadier. A squatty, Enriquez Martinez. And I'm going to give him the standard Grenadier loadout of flashbangs and blue screens, and I'm going to give him Caleb Pierce's old weapon. And I think I can actually modify that weapon a little bit, so let's go ahead and let's improve. Yeah, I think we got a better version of, there we go, the magazine. Let's do that. Okay. And I think we also can improve on Demo's gun. I think we picked up an advanced hair trigger. And there it is. Yep. So let's go ahead and lock in with 3 Grenadiers. We got Sectopod Killers Kate. We got Slick. We're going to put some blue screen rounds on her. I feel those are more effective against multiple mechanical. And I'm going to put some, I think, AP rounds on the Ranger so that she's useful against multiple different target types. So this is going to be the team we go with. Beta, Slick, Wolverine, 3 Grenadiers. We're going to be facing mechs, codices, and sectopods, which is why everyone's got blue screen rounds, basically. And, yeah, let's get started.
Sky Ranger deployed. Squad green to deploy.
It's always a little harrowing to push that button.
We got a lead
So.
on a disabled Advent train that was hit by resistance operatives working in this area. There's still the potential to recover valuable technology here, so we're moving to capture whatever we can. We'll need to secure the area and remove any hostile forces still defending the train if we're going to make this work.
Said differently, kill everything, don't blow up the boxes. Okay.
Menace 1-5. Coordinates of the Advent train are locked in. Move to secure. Eliminate all hostiles.
Okay. Let's start by moving our furthest forward unit. Let's make Kate move forward. We want to move to the furthest blue that we can, so let's move here.
Enemy sighted.
And there's our first enemies. I'm going to try something a little different this time. I just had a realization that if I don't start with the sniper, I can get her to have multiple overwatches. So we'll do a kill zone, and then we'll put everyone else into overwatch. Get them as full cover as they can get.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Not going to have full cover for him. That's fine. Trying to make the decision. Yeah, I'm going to Overwatch with him.
Heading there now.
And I think we're going to shoot the grenade with Enrique. Maybe I'll just shoot one of them. It's a pretty low percentage, but we don't need him to hit, we just need him to start the fight. 60%. Take that shot. Okay. The rookie can fire. Well done, rookie. Well done. Donuts. Okay, and then the Overwatch. Miss. That's a hit. That's a graze. That's a hit.
Barely a hit.
Okay, one down. Okay, so here's my decision. Do I blow Kate's cover, or do I assume that a heavily injured singular target is going to run? And I'll be honest, facing overwhelming odds like this, I think the AI is going to run. So I could blow her cover, or I could keep her cover, and I think what I'm going to do is ultimately just Overwatch. And he ran. And that picks up Slick's last kill zone.
Adjusting aim.
She misses. And he goes up there to join another pod. Okay. That was pretty solid first encounter with the enemy. Thankfully we still have a stealth ranger, so let's explore the map with her.
Heading to that location.
And yeah, I'll leave her in full cover. She doesn't see anything. And I'm not going to move to the full extent because that might reveal her. I'm just going to move her a partial move. And sure enough, we see some more bad guys. Very heavy footsteps by Sectopod in the background there. And there's the pod that the officer joined. I'm going to want to shift to this side over here, so let's move Slick first.
Moving.
And then everyone else after.
On my way.
And just grab whatever cover we can get. You hear that noise? That means that we're like one move away from being sighted, so everyone else is going to move behind that. Once that music starts up, it means that you're really close to triggering a pod.
Moving to Overwatch. Moving on target location.
It's a helpful heuristic to identify when you're too close to the bad guys. So we're going to Overwatch, and they're going to walk away, and you'll notice the music has stopped again. Both pods shift. Which is funny because you'd think that if that officer joined them and said, "Hey, XCOM's over there," you'd think they'd go towards us, but whatever.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Move Kate laterally. Slick, I'm going to go ahead and move all the way up. She's probably going to sit here for most of the mission, so get her some death from above shots, hopefully.
Sure thing.
And then just move everyone else up behind the line of sight so as not to trigger any pods. Overwatch. And then just daisy chain everyone else forward.
Moving to position.
Grabbing whatever cover is available.
On Overwatch.
And Kate, I'm going to leave her where she is rather than risk triggering a pod. And the codices move south. Alright, so Slick could shoot that. Why would I want to shoot that? It's not going to kill anyone if I shoot it. So I'm not going to shoot that. I'm going to shoot a Codex. And let's take the shot. Get this started. Okay.
Barely a hit.
It's a dodge. Still not sure how a Codex can dodge a bullet that they don't know is coming, but, you know, whatever. Alright, they reposition, they see Kate, and busts her for her camouflage. It's a good thing she hadn't moved forward, or she would probably be triggering another pod at this point. So I'm going to move my Grenadier forward, and 55% shot. Connects, but doesn't kill it. But it's down to 1 health, so instead of splitting, it's just going to teleport.
Affirmative. Moving out.
I'm going to move Gunner forward, full cover. And I'm going to lay down a flashbang. I probably should have done that first to prevent the teleport. Alright, so they're flashbanged. Since Kate's revealed, let's go ahead and murder some things. Let's throw the axe. This one. Should trigger her implacable. It does. Hesitant to move all the way forward because that might trigger another pod. So I'll try to pull back just a little bit. I won't get the flank, but I'm worried about triggering that pod that's down there. So, you know what? Screw it. You only live once, right? Okay, did not trigger the pod, and I'm going to just lay into her with the shotgun with a rapid fire. Okay, didn't kill it on the first shot, glad we had the rapid fire. Wastes her on the second shot, though.
X-ray neutralized.
Now she doesn't get another implacable, so she's just hanging out there. So she is definitely vulnerable. You live loose and if you live loose and fast with your rangers, you put them into harm's way. That's just the reality. So I'm going to overwatch there because I don't have a better option. And I'm going to move Beta to here. And, oof, I don't really have anything, so I'll put Aid Protocol on Kate. Probably for the better, since she is vulnerable to 2 different codices. Oh, lovely. So we trigger another pod. It's a Andromedon and a Muton. We're now facing 2 codices, an Andromedon and a Muton. That Codex is going to drop her purple bullshit over here, and it's going to get 4 of our units. Oof. This one's going to move and take a shot at Kate. Oh, Aid Protocol saves her ass. Love it. Whew, that was a close one. Aid Protocol gives you roughly the equivalent of half cover, so it's not great, but it's something. So I'm going to move Slick into no cover.
Heading out.
And take her free reload so that she has it ready.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to use the Shadow Keeper's ability to get a guaranteed hit. If you kill, you go into stealth, so it doesn't matter that she's not in cover. She's going to be stealthed. Okay, so let's see. Swamp Thing, I'm going to move into full cover, as you always should be doing if at all possible. And then I'm going to drop a grenade right there, and you'll notice it's not going to hit Kate, but it's going to blow her cover. Okay, no, I can get a better shot here and just get the 2 of them. So that should kill the Codex. It did. it shreds the armor of the Andromedon, and it removes the Andromedon's cover. So that's 3 good things. Oh, and she gets an implacable. I will pull her back. Or, you know what? I'll do her implacable later. All right, I'm gonna move Gunner forward. I could use another grenade here, but it's going to blow up some supply crates. And just lay waste to that portion of the battlefield.
Menace 1-5, watch those supply crates. If you destroy them, there won't be anything left for us to recover once the area is secure.
There's no good place to put Beta. Like, literally everything has either in that psionic storm or no cover. So I literally don't know where to move him if I'm going to get to use him this turn. So I'm going to look at what I can do with Enrique. And it looks like I can sneak him in here, so let's do that. And then, Kate has no more armor, but it's a risky maneuver to just leave her hanging. So I think I will move her. So I just want to rapid fire this Andromedon and just assume she'll kill it. Yeah, Kate's amazing. Okay, so she kills it.
Target neutralized.
No real surprise there. She's out of rounds. And then we're going to implacable and put her behind cover, full cover. It's pretty much my favorite move with the Ranger. Okay, so Beta, what to do? Alright, I'm gonna move Beta, outside of the Psionic Storm, full cover. Yeah, I'm gonna flashbang these guys. That way it takes the teeth out of their attacks. But that Andromedon is a mechanical unit.
Locked and loaded.
So I'm gonna Overwatch.
And now.
I'm gonna move Beta into full cover outside of the Psionic Storm. And I'm gonna throw a Mimic Beacon. And just hope they both see it. Now, theoretically this should draw at least the Andromedon shell into Enrique's covering fire, or his Overwatch rather. And I'm going to move Swamp Thing to the side of the tree so that she's less vulnerable to attacks. Sonic Storm goes off, doesn't hit anyone because I moved them all. Newton moves forward, right into. Now he doesn't yet have shredding, which is unfortunate. Fires on the Mimic Beacon. The Andromedon moves forward and somehow moves through the Mimic Beacon and then punches it. So we're going to start with Flip shooting the Andromedon.
X-ray
Oh,
neutralized.
sorry, the Muton. Drop it.
Position compromised.
She gets to reposition. I'm going to put her into cover. Death from above. Let's see. Reload. Now let's get a chain shot in. He's close enough that the chain shot should not dramatically, 90%. So he's going to hopefully single-handedly drop the full gun shell. And he does. And that's what blue screen rounds are for right there. Alright, so I'm going to move Swamp Thing forward and grab this. Okay. Nice, so they're in core, some data cache.
I've got the loot here.
And put her into Overwatch.
Good to go.
I'll get reloads in. Yeah,
Ready to rock.
let's get reloads on everyone. Put Kate into stealth after I get her reload.
It's killer time.
Let's do this.
And then
That's affirmative.
carefully move her forward. Okay. Everyone else, we're going to move
Moving to designated
into
position.
full cover, move forward, and interim everyone else forward. Overwatch. Move.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I'm just going to sidestep here so that he can then see things going forward. Oh, and the enemy decides to come to us. They see us, so that triggers their scamper. Didn't hit any of our Overwatches. I'm just going to start things off with a, yeah, I'm going to try and Deadeye. 75%, yeah, let's take that shot. Hit.
Hit the armor.
And that does a couple things. It lowers its hack defense on top of, taking 3/4 of its health bar. So we're going to move forward. Oof, so close to being discovered. Move into full cover
On my way.
here. And Swamp Thing is going to just 83% drop the neck. Yep. Fully drops it. One hit. Love blue screen rounds. +5 damage to mech units. And then she gets an implacable.
Heading out.
I'm going to move her over to here. Oof.
Moving to designated
Not close
coordinates.
enough to be able to fire, I don't think. Yeah, that sucks.
Moving to
Move
position.
beta forward into full cover. Oof. And I'll just put aid protocol. Alright. You know what? I'm going to move Enrique into half cover, I think. I'm just trying to see where the best place to put him is. I think it's here. And then I'm dropping a grenade, and I think I can hit both of them. Maybe I can shoot. 58%. It's a coin flip. See how you can do it. Way to go, rookie. Drop the mech.
Hostile neutralized.
So he's 2 for 2 on low percentage shots.
On Overwatch.
Let's get some Overwatches in. And I'm going to put the aid protocol on Enrique, because he's in half cover. So let's give him some added benefit of aid protocol. I do love aid protocol. If you don't use it on your specialists enough, you really should consider start using it more. Kate's still in stealth. I really don't want to break her stealth. So I'm going to move forward, but in such a way that she still has stealth on the side that is most likely going to be... Okay, and there's the Sectopod, Shield Bearer, and looks like a Stun Lancer. I'm just going to Overwatch her. Oh shit! And the Sectopod decides to move forward. That's kind of terrifying. Oh, there's 4 members in that pod. And they see, I guess, Enrique. Oh, shit. That's terrifying. So she takes a shot at one of the back lines and misses. But now her cover's blown. And the original person I was facing is going to take a shot at Kate and hit her pretty soundly. Oof. That's a terrifying place to be. Okay. We're going to start by shooting the sectopod. Blue screen rounds are going to do 2 things. One, mostly ignore that armor. Allow her to lay a solid hit on it, but it should reduce its hack defense as well. Okay. Kate is in the way of any really fun stuff getting started. No? No, I can get 4 people with 1 grenade. Okay, Swamp Thing. It shows how it's done. That shreds armor, destroys cover. Yeah, they didn't like that at all. And she gets to go again, so I'm going to take a shot at the sectopod to shred some of this armor. And she succeeds. Good job. Gunner's going to move forward into half cover. Dangerous place to be against the sectopod, but I didn't pick this fight. And he's going to take a 90+% shot. Shreds that remaining armor and puts halo targeting on that thing. Very important. So its armor has been shredded. We can now attack it with impunity. Going to move Enrique forward. And instead of risking a shot, I'm going to do another grenade and hit 4 people. And as soon as I do it, I regret not dropping a flashbang instead. Oh well, such is life. Beta.
On your order.
Is going to move into full cover. And then we're going to try to hack this thing, because we did hit it with blue screen rounds multiple times. That should lower its hack defense. Let's give it a shot. Oh man, we could have taken control of that damn thing. Holy shit. Resounding success.
Got it.
Okay, so the sectopod is no longer a threat. At least not for next round. So Kate's going to move over here, and the guy who shot her, you're getting just desserts. Good thing we did the rapid fire. The first one misses. Second one murders him, though. And then she gets implacable. Possibly the best ranger skill there is.
Moving to position.
And park her in full cover. That does leave 3. Ooh, Stun Lancer hits Swamp Thing. Pretty solid hit on Swamp Thing, actually. Damn. Shield Bearer likely going to shield, and they do not give us any surprises. Any shields. But now it's our turn again. So first things first, we're going to reload. Swamp Thing's going to get some revenge. Right in its face. Drops that Stun Lancer. And then Swamp Thing gets implacable, because that was her AWS ability. I'll come back to that later.
Ready to go.
Okay. We definitely got to fight that thing. Shoot through that Okay, so we dropped the shield, and it's definitely within kill range now. Alright, so Kate is going to move forward.
On your order.
And murder this guy. Wow. Single shot drops a shielded shield bearer. That's how good AP rounds are. And then she gets implacable and we move her back. Alright. We got a couple of different options here to deal with it.
Head down.
Beta, you were responsible for the death of your friend recently to a sectopod, so I want to give you the option of the coup de grace and just let your gremlin deal with it. Tell me how the gremlin is not destroyed in that explosion.
Status confirmed. All
But
hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed.
that gives us
Mission
a
accomplished.
sectopod corpse. Alright team, that's another one for the books. 2 wounded soldiers, 15 dead enemies. I don't know who the 16th was. Maybe it was a turret. I don't know. But yeah, we dealt with sectopod. It's really rough to encounter a sectopod with no mimic beacons available, and that was pretty much a worst case scenario. But look at that, 100% shot percentage. That's amazing at this stage in the game. It means 100% of the shots we took, we landed. Amazing. Does not include overwatches. I don't know why they don't include overwatches, but it doesn't. Alright, and let's see how long they're going to be out for. Okay, only 17 days on Kate, which is a long time, but it's not forever. And then we get Colonel level on Beta, and we're going to give him capacitor discharge. He's almost entirely a combat hacker, except for covering fire. He's 100% a combat hacker. I just like covering fire better than threat assessment. I could see both as being useful, but I'm more of a fan of covering fire because it happens on every shot. So that's another one for the books. We get a sectopod breakdown. We're definitely going to be doing that sooner rather than later. A couple of different corpses.
Our research is progressing
And
as expected,
yeah, we got
Despite
a day
the
left on
unexpected
Illyrium, so I'm not
outcome
going to
of our
change.
tests on the alien psionic gate, I firmly believe the experiment itself is
Okay.
absolutely critical to our future operations.
Just shut up, Tygan. Okay, and it's just telling us that we've got Illyrium and alloys, don't care. And I think our next move is going to be well, it's unsure what our next mission will be, but it's going to be based upon what we have. We have a couple different wounded people, so our A team is pretty thin. We have enough to field a decent team, I think. Our grenadiers are thin, very, very thin. We have to go all the way down to squatty again. I can't believe he didn't get a promotion after that. So we'll be a little thin on our forces, especially if we have to do anything that encounters heavy armor. Thanks, everyone.